morning, my name is Brett Stineman.
And I'm Blake Butler.
Hope you had an enjoyable 3-day weekend.
If you are a 10th through 12th grade student and are interested in yoga club, there will be a meeting tomorrow at lunch in Miss Young's room.
If you are in the 9th grade and interested in playing baseball, Coach Harden is having a meeting tomorrow morning in his classroom.
The 10-year anniversary of Hurricane Katrina was last week. Faith Twyford and Sarah Stewart tell us the story of Miss Aiken, a first-year teacher here at Lakeside, and her incredible journey 10 years ago.
Mrs. Aiken's journey to Lakeside was not the typical journey at all.
We realized probably the weekend before the storm hit that it was going to come kind of close to us and it was going to be bad enough that we needed to evacuate. But we only went up to Baton Rouge, so we only an hour. But it took us, it's normally a 45-minute drive, and it took us 4 hours to get to Baton Rouge from New Orleans. I had evacuated from many storms before, so I kind of just approached it as this was a storm, it was going to come through, I was going to be out of school for a couple days, have a little more time for some summer reading, and then I'd be back. So I packed a bag with a pair of jeans and a couple t-shirts, and that was it. I thought it was just going to be another hurricane that I evacuated for.
But it was more than just a normal storm. It was a storm that nobody ever expected. Mrs. Aiken's senior year wouldn't be anything like she thought.
My parents were divorced, and my dad has always lived in Hot Springs, and I used to come up for summers, but we actually evacuated to Baton Rouge, but I decided to come to Hot Springs once we realized that I couldn't get into school anywhere else.
Lakeside was doing everything they could to help the transitioning students.
Lakeside was it was a landing spot for several people who were relocated after Katrina. There was a very large group that were moved to Camp Couchdale, and we had I want to say around 20 students or so just at the high school. And at the time I was the assistant high school principal, so that was the main group that I worked with, and it was all very quick. We found out, basically like 24 hours in advance that we were going to get these students, and they were basically coming to us with nothing.
So it was hard, but when I got here, people were very welcoming.
I remember several conversations with some of the parents who, when we would visit with them and ask them how things were going, they actually said they had never in their life had people reach out and care for and help them the way that they had right here in Hot Springs. And it was definitely an event that I will never forget.
Katrina impacted everyone, but of course it made the biggest impact on the people of New Orleans.
Couldn't get back into the city until Thanksgiving break. And so that was the first time that I went back. We still couldn't, my mom couldn't move back into our house because they couldn't turn on the gas or the water or anything like that in their neighborhood. But when I went back, it was kind of surreal because the boards were still up on our house. They had put up a sign. Every house in the city, pretty much, they checked for if anyone had died or anything like that. So they checked every house, and so on the front of your house, they put a big X and all of the information, and they put NA if there were no bodies inside. And it was kind of traumatic to see where you grew up have such harsh things throughout it. And
okay, so keep in mind, for it to be symbiotic, they have to live together in a very close relationship. It needs its eyes to be clean, and you need something that needs slime to lay. Could you develop?
I'm very happy to be back here as a teacher now.
What an incredible story that was. If you are in 8th or 9th grade and are interested in art club, please meet in Coach Davis's room on Wednesday at lunch.
Also, if you are in the 10th or 12th grade and are in art club, officer elections will take place September the 11th.
We are now almost a month through school. If you are having trouble surviving high school, you're in luck because Katie Martinez and Austin Morrow have created a guide to help you survive high school.
How to survive high school. Always bring an extra phone charger.
How to survive high school. I'm barely doing that myself, so I have to think about this one.
I think you be respectful to those around you, certainly your teachers and fellow students, and I think you don't procrastinate. You do what you need to do when you need to do it.
Always bring extra headphones.
Well, keep up with your homework and don't be lazy.
Just make like 2 friends and make sure they don't hurt you and like good friends, because you don't want them bad friends.
Don't worry about what other people think, ever.
Run over all the little freshmen and make it through the hallway in time. All you gotta do is push people aside.
My advice would be to find a group, a club, a school-sponsored organization, something that gets a kid directly involved, that keeps them tied to our student body.
Smile a lot, be kind, and embrace this time because it will pass very quickly.
Wow, I'm surprised I've even made it this far, Blake.
Yeah, me too. Miss Davis has important yearbook information. Tomorrow is picture day for grades 8th through 11th and staff.
Retakes will be October 13th. Senior makeups will be October 20th. Don't miss out on your chance to have up to 4 icons on your yearbook for free.
For free? If you order online at jostens.com before September 18th for the lowest price all year, $45, if you choose to add your name, you can choose up to 4 icons for free.
That is no charge. Many students have been asking questions about concurrent credit, so we talked to Ms. Stratton to get a better idea of what it is and how it benefits Lakeside students.
With the new school year getting started, many students are taking advantage of Lakeside's new Legacy program. This program offers students many concurrent credit classes through National Park College. But what is concurrent credit?
Concurrent credit is being enrolled in high school and college at the same time.
Lakeside stands out from other schools, and with the partnership Lakeside has with National Park College, it allows students to obtain up to an associate's degree, but for many students, it's just an easy way to get freshman college courses out of the way for free.
Of course, Lakeside's a very cutting-edge high school. We're number 2 in the state. And we'd like to move to number 1 and maybe even higher in the nation as well. So we always are looking for things that make more opportunity for students, that make Lakeside have a great name, but more than that, a great place for kids to come to school, to get an education, to get started in their lives. And so this was just another plan for Lakeside to be able to offer something that's just wonderful to help students in their futures.
Concurrent credit is something Lakeside will only see more and more of. For any questions you may have, you can ask Ms. Stratton.
If you're interested in joining the chess team or have any questions, please see Mrs. Slay.
The band has gone through a lot of changes in the past year with the retiring of longtime director Mr. Bell. Blake Butler and Adam Zaborowski talked to Mr. Valines on what it's like without Mr. Bell and how the band is preparing for the upcoming season.
Under the long reign of Mr. Bell, Mr. Valines takes the reins as our new head band director.
My name is Scott Valines.
He's been assistant band director for the past couple years here at Lakeside, and now he has decided to take rule over the band.
It's very exciting. Very exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. It's a wonderful, wonderful program.
He's highly qualified to take the role due to his previous experience teaching bands.
One of our goals is to try to improve our rehearsal technique and show our students some new tools in improving.
And Mr. Moss thinks that he is the right choice as well.
And I knew that the best step that our school could take with hiring a new head band director is hiring somebody that was already in the program.
Well, Mr. Valines, we wish you the best of luck and hope to be your students for many years to come. There will be a Beta Club meeting tomorrow at 7:30 in Miss Shammel's room, room 205.
Also a reminder, the Spanish department is participating in the Pulsera project as a part of Hispanic Heritage Month. From September 14th to the 22nd, they will be selling hand-woven bracelets made by artisans from Central America. The bracelets are $5 and are being sold before and after school.
Did you know more than half of the population is affected by suicide?
Lakeside is observing National Suicide Prevention Week, September 6th through the 12th. We ask that you join us as we bring awareness to our campus and community.
Stay tuned throughout the week for chances to win prizes by answering the trivia questions.
Look for the cheerleaders at lunch and sign up for the Out of the Darkness Community Walk on Saturday, October 17th.
The first 25 to sign up will get an Out of the Darkness wristband.
Registration is free. Group t-shirts are available for purchase for $20. Deadline to register for the walk is September 18th.
We hope everyone has a great rest of the week.
I'm Brett Stineman.
And I'm Blake Butler, signing off.